Hello everybody, welcome back. It's Jordan here. Today we're going to be taking a look at my entire LEGO vehicle collection, which is valued at over $8,000. And we're going to start with the tipper truck. No, I'm just kidding. The vehicles that we're going to take a look at today are over 600 pieces. But this is a pretty cool LEGO set, and it's actually the oldest set that we own. And that's the order that we're going to be looking at things today. Oldest to newest. And this is the Batmobile Ultimate Collector's Edition. You want to hear something crazy about this vehicle? It was originally released in 2006 for $70. It's worth approximately $400 today. Isn't that insane? It's got some really cool features such as the flames coming out the back there, and look at those hubcaps, and also the bat sort of cowl on the front. It is a super cool Batmobile. And now we're going to make the jump up to 2011 with the T1 camper van. This thing has so much stuff going on for it. I absolutely love this set. It was on the shelves for quite some time as it recently just retired. This is just a beautiful vehicle that was pretty much a nice introduction to the LEGO Creator Expert vehicles, besides like the old school stud bug, and that's one of the only vehicles that I don't have in the LEGO Creator Expert lineup. I love the Mini Cooper, the color of it, the interior, everything about this vehicle is just fantastic. Like, it is just so cute. This one here actually has 1,077 pieces and was released in 2014. Definitely a lot different than the previous two, being the Mini Cooper and the Volkswagen. Hey, we've got the Tumbler. We're taking a look at all of my vehicles. This one here actually originally retailed for $200, and it also came out in 2014, came with the two exclusive minifigures, just the Heath Ledger Joker and also the Christian Bale Batman with the specifications plaque. This thing was a beauty. It's a bit fragile, but it just looks so good. And those big rubber tires just make this vehicle so awesome. This was one of my first LEGO sets that I ever got, and this is one of the sets that got me hooked on the hobby. The Ferrari F40 from 2015 is the one that everybody wants. And this is actually the first LEGO Creator Expert vehicle that I bought, I think. Now this one here originally retailed for $100, and now it's worth about $350. But this thing is just a beauty. And I hear so many people saying, oh, the Ferrari F40, I want to add that to my collection so bad. And there it is. This is the 2016 Volkswagen Beetle. And this was a good one. And it's one of the reasons why I don't have that older dark blue stud bug, just because this one looks so clean. There's not a whole lot of studs exposed. Comes with the cooler, also the surfboard. And it just is a really nice piece. This one just recently retired as well. So some of the Volkswagen products do have a longer than normal shelf life. All right, it's the first LEGO Technic vehicle that we're having a look at today. This is the Porsche 911 Gt3 Rs, also known as the Orange Porsche. This was like the first big LEGO supercar, right? It is just awesome. I mean, it's only awesome if you're a fan of Technic and you're a fan of putting advanced LEGO models together like this. I somewhat am. I definitely like the finished product, but I do much prefer the LEGO Creator Expert vehicles. Funny story about this one, I actually bought it assembled and I have not taken it apart and built it myself. So I haven't even been able to enjoy the build of this one yet. The 2017 LEGO Creator Expert London bus was a pretty cool one. Lots of repetition with the seats within, but a really detailed interior that can be accessed just by pulling off the top. I think that's pretty cool. And it's got some nice signage on the exterior of the bus right there. And those are all sticker elements, and they can very easily be flipped and switched to the other version, which is pretty cool. It's a double-decker bus. I think that's pretty neat. Now we got the James Bond Aston Martin, definitely one of my favorites with that ejector seat. That is absolutely incredible. I love that play feature. For that reason, it's one of my favorite LEGO Creator Expert vehicles. It's got lots of other play features as well. And we're actually going to be getting this one here in Speed Champions form right away. So that's going to be pretty cool to pair up with the LEGO Creator Expert model. So good thing we brought out 4 tables, hey, because this collection is going to get pretty big. And you can see, quarter of the way through here, we've got a good variety of stuff. We've got Batmobiles, LEGO Creator Expert vehicles, we've got some Technic stuff, we got James Bond Aston Martins, double-decker buses, and the collection continues from here. This is my favorite of the LEGO Technic supercars. It's the Bugatti Chiron. These things are just masterpieces. They've got the front and rear diff, which is incredible. They've got the working pistons, and they are just like an engineering feat. Building these things is astronomical. The packaging is off the charts, and the custom rim elements are pretty incredible as well. The Ford Mustang was really like an upgrade to the LEGO Creator Expert model, I feel. Just like the way the doors and everything worked and the way it all was constructed just was really satisfying. Now we actually have two Ford Mustangs. We got the original one right here, and then we also have the Shelby GT500 right here, which is a rebrickable model that was done by Furious Lego Cars. And there's actually a bunch of different ones, and we're considering changing this into something else using different instructions from rebrickable.com. Hey, it's our first motorcycle. It's the Harley-Davidson Fat Boy. Came out in 2019 and recently retired, so it didn't have a huge shelf life considering it has that Harley-Davidson brand, which is extremely collectible and very popular. This one here, I wish it had a little bit more chrome on it. Could you imagine if this was all chromed out like the real bikes? Woo, that would look good. But still, a really good Lego set. All right, this is one of my favorite Lego sets of all time. This thing is awesome. It's the 1989 Batmobile. Comes with wicked minifigures, including the Batman with like the rubberized cape and cowl. Absolutely fantastic. Also has the specifications plaque, the big cockpit that flies open like that with the nice seats and interior details. It also has machine guns. You just turn this thruster on the back right there, and machine guns will just come blasting out the top. Oh yeah, that is so cool. Machine gun action, love it. This thing is awesome. The Extreme 4x4 Off-Roader. This thing is actually an RC car. It's got some really rugged suspension, some crazy Technic building techniques, some big rubber tires, and the fact that it can drive around and stuff is spectacular. I mean, it doesn't beat the Cat D11 in my opinion for like RC cars, but it's still pretty cool. I do, however, prefer just like standard RC cars. You know what I mean? Like Traxxas or whatever it may be, but still, this thing is pretty cool. And it was my first ever Lego RC car. The red, white, and black Porsche 911 RSR is a good place to start if you've never built Technic before. It's not as advanced as some of the other Lego Technic supercars, but it's still really fun to build and a good introduction model to that product line. One thing I do remember about it though, is there was no numbered bags. So you definitely want to do some part sorting before you get started with this build. The Technic Land Rover Defender just looks really like clean and polished. You know what I mean? It almost doesn't look like a Technic model. Technic models typically have like big gaps on the hoods and stuff like that, whereas Lego Creator Expert ones are like really clean, right? And this one here is just super clean. Plus it has like a bunch of cool features, such as the winch on the front and the working steering, of course, and then all the other things that you would expect from a Lego Technic vehicle. Okay, if there's such thing as a cute Lego car, I would consider the Fiat 500 to be the cute Lego car. The color, the little mustache, the Easter egg of the painting, and just the overall size of it. A really fun build, lots of cool building techniques, and this one here is probably going to be one of the next Lego Creator Expert vehicles to retire. The Ghostbusters Ecto 1 is a beauty. Oh man, I forgot how cool it was. Glad we're making this video. It's got all sorts of components on top that move. Pretty fantastic. Also, you can pop the hood. You can steer the vehicle right here, and it's got like a secret seat that can just come bursting out the side there. It'll come flying out of the side, just like this here. You just push this button on the other side, and the seat will come whipping out just like that. It's pretty neat, like pretty awesome play feature and a lot of fun to build. The Lego Technic Dom's Dodge Charger with like the wheelie stand, pretty cool. Obviously represents the Charger from Fast and the Furious 1, I believe, right? Working steering, all the goodness of Technic. We're not even like halfway done yet. We've got a lot of cars. Oh my gosh, it's crazy. The Technic Ducati motorcycle, pretty neat. It's got like a working gear shift and all that. Obviously it looks like the Ducati, and it's got a little stand there as well. Displays beautifully. The Technic Lamborghini Sian. Woo, this thing looks pretty fresh. Look at those rims. Bam! The gold rims looking pretty awesome. It's also got like the suicide doors, everything that you would expect from a Technic supercar of this scale here. And this one was released in 2020. We've got another Fiat 500 in blue with a blue painting. The T2 camper van definitely has a lot more functions than the T1. But I mean, obviously it's newer, it has a larger piece count. It's more expensive than the original one. But check this out, we can pop the door open, just like that there, to reveal all the stuff that I jammed inside, like the little lawn chairs and the surfboard. It's got lots of interior details though. Also, we can pop the tent just like that there. The vintage farm pickup truck is something that can be used as a decoration for pretty much any season, because it has all of these different things that represent all of the different seasons, and you can change them as you move throughout the year. Also, the door mechanism is fantastic, and the building techniques within are amazing, not to mention the amazing color that is presented in as well. I really like this LEGO Creator Expert vehicle. It was really fun to put together. This is the Porsche 911 Turbo. What's really cool is it actually comes with an additional bag and some additional pages in the instruction manual so that you can convert it into the Targa. I have mine presented as the Turbo. I just think it looks a little bit better, but the Targa is a convertible model. In addition to this one here, we actually built two different models, once again from Fira's Lego Cars on rebrickable.com, using this set. The first one was the Lamborghini Countach, and the second one was the Ford GT. Don't ask me why, but in 2021, Lego re-released the Batman Tumbler. There's honestly not very many differences between this one and the original one, other than like slight variation in the minifigure stand, the fact that this one comes with a stand for the vehicle that sort of shelters the specifications plaque. Not a huge fan of that. In my opinion, they should have made Bane's Tumbler in tan and dark tan with a Bane minifigure. I think that would have done way better and been way more appealing to LEGO fans. The Jeep Wrangler only has 665 pieces, and it's a Technic set, but once again, if you want to start building LEGO Technic, this would be a good place to start. It's got some nice suspension, some cool working features, including steering and stuff like that. It's definitely a good starter model for LEGO Technic fans. And just for Jeep fans as well, it's a good representation of the Jeep Wrangler. Similar skill level, we've got the McLaren Senna. Once again, sort of all the same features as the Wrangler. It's got opening doors and stuff like that. It's a good starter model for Technic fans, and I really like the color combination that you get with the Senna. The Ferrari 488 GTE, it's got a lot of stickers on it, and it's got some really big holes in the interior. I'll leave it at that. My table is getting awfully full. The Camaro that was released in 2022 is just rad. I love how you can switch up the color of the stripes and also convert it into the convertible. I just wish that it came with some Camaro print pieces. That's all. Silencio Bruno! That's the Vespa 125. I know I said that the Fiat 500 was the one that I classify as cute, but I'm gonna put this one in the same classification. I love the color, I like the little helmet, the flowers with the crate on the back, pretty cool. Great Scott! We've definitely got some good ones this year. Included in that is the Back to the Future DeLorean. Yes, it's currently being presented as the DeLorean from the third Back to the Future movie, but you can convert it into all three different versions. Boy, oh boy, I hopped into 2022, so excited, but I forgot about the 2021 Ford Raptor. This thing's got some rugged suspension. It is awesome. You can literally throw this thing down the stairs and it'll come out in one piece. It's pretty cool. Just so rugged, working steering, all that jazz. I like the color of it as well. The Batmobile is actually pretty sweet. I wish we saw more of it in the movie. Like, what the heck, man? If you watch the trailer, you saw like pretty much the whole Batmobile scene. But I stick to my guns here. Best use of light bricks with like the clear engine and the red light brick. Also, you can see those flames moving there. There's also one more light brick within. When you push the throttle forward, it lights up just like that there. So a really cool Batmobile in Technic form with some really cool use of light bricks. Just wish we saw more of it in the Batman movie. All right, we're saving a pretty big one here for the last vehicle. This is the Lego Ferrari Daytona SP3 Lego Technic Supercar. Comes with a printed plaque. No sticker elements in this set, which was a huge plus. However, it does have some flaws. Apparently there's something wrong with like the gear shift within or something. I'm really not too sure. There was some pieces that were missing when you built it out of the instructions, so they weren't there. I'd imagine they fixed that. Also, in order to open the doors, you can open them by hand, but the actual piece to open them is sort of buried way in here. You gotta like reach in and push this to open up the doors. And this back can stay open just like that there, but it doesn't really like to stay open. But it still is a masterpiece, and obviously Lego paired up with Ferrari to build this SP3, and I think it looks pretty fresh. That is our entire Lego vehicle collection, valued at over $8,000, give or take. We have a lot of them. I never knew we had so many of them until we brought them over here onto this table. Let us know what your favorite one is by commenting below. Remember to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out here in the near future. And farewell, have a great day.